What is up, my magic miscreants? Risen Dragon here with a fun deck for you today, and today we're continuing our Rage series, and we're looking at Izzet colors, and trying to break Slick Shot Show Off. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, it gets +2/+0 till end of turn with plot, 1, and a red. Basically, it's the same concept as our Boros build and our Gruul build, basically trying to buff up our creatures as much as we possibly can, send them in for big damage. How do we do that? Well, we got a bunch of different stuff. We're running Elusive Otter with Prowess. Creatures with power less than Elusive Otter's power can't block it. Plus it has Grove's Bounty, distribute X +1/+1 counters among any target creatures you control. We're not really looking to do that. We might get lucky with a Mirex, but that really does not come into play. Let's see, Monastery Swiftspear. Haste Prowess, 1/2 Picnic Ruiner. Again, with the stolen goodies, that doesn't really come into play, but basically whenever this attacks, while you control a creature with power 4 or greater, it gains double strike until end of turn. So we can do a bunch of different things with these creatures. One is Combat Research. This gives us a little bit of card advantage, especially early on. Whenever it deals, enchanted creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. We're not running any legendaries, so we don't do the +1/+1, ward 1, that sort of thing. Shore Up, just to avoid any sort of, what do you call it? Any sort of spot removal. Great card to have. 3 Steps Ahead. Now, I am going to share. I did run Vesuvan Duplimancy in this build, and it was just a little bit too slow. And I liked the idea. It was one of those like, man, this is a really great idea if I could get it to pull it off. But it was just too inconsistent. But 3 Steps Ahead is kind of cool because it's more than kind of cool. It's actually really, really good. It is a spree card, so for an extra 1 and a blue, we can counter target spell. For an extra 3, we can create a token that's a copy of target artifact or creature you control. Or for +2, we draw 2 cards and then discard a card. So we can create copies of stuff. Felonious Rage, I almost said Rage, +2/+0, gains haste till end of turn. When it dies, create a 2/2 white and blue detective creature token. It's kind of like a 2-for-1 there. Monstrous Rage, of course, gets +2/+0 till end of turn. Create a monster roll attached to it, gets even bigger. Monster, of course, being +1/+1 with trample. Demonic Ruckus. Creature gets +1/+1 and has menace and trample, and when it's put into a graveyard from the battlefield, draw a card. So a lot of these cards have kind of 2-for-1s. For most of them, there's card draw. There's getting a creature, that sort of thing. Okay, Atali's Favor. When it enters the battlefield, it discovers 3. Basically, we can discover everything in our deck. Okay, and when it enters, target creature gets +1/+1 and has trample. We're also running 3 copies of Lightning Strike just to get some damage across. That's a new addition. I took out the 2 Vesuvan Duplimancies and a Combat Research just to get damage across the line, so on and so forth. Because we're playing best of 3, Make Disappear. Fires of Victory is an interesting one. Simply just drawing, killing creatures. Brotherhood's End, Burn Down the House, Dissipate, Into the Fire. Consuming Tide I always run in the sideboard. It's kind of a big cost, but I think it fits in this build. So that is our Izzet Rage build. If you like what you see, please please subscribe. And if you're new to my channel, we do a best of 1 and a best of 3, so you can see how the deck functions in either one of those environments. So without further ado, let's get to the Unbridled Izzet Rage games, kids. We are against Diego Onefit, or Diego Nefit. They go first. I'm gonna mull that. Not a huge fan of that. I don't know what they're playing, but what do I get rid of here? I get rid of the Shore Up. Mistake? Okay. Oasis. How fun. Okay. Glimpse the Core. Oh, I've seen this deck. So basically it just ramps into stuff. And they try to ramp into big nasty creatures. Interesting. Okay. Oh, that helps. Because what we can do is... we can do... what do I want to do? Actually, wait. No. I want to do this. Give it prowess. Enters a battlefield. Combat research is great. I like that idea. Because that'll give us some card advantage. Should have done it the other way, but okay, fine, whatever. Oh, lightning strike is good. Okay. Interesting. 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 Okay. I think we have to kill him here. I think we get him. Yeah, we get them. Exactly. We get exactly enough damage. Exactly enough. Woo woo! Excellent. Let's go to the best of 3. We're against Alkiness for our best of 3 matchup on the draw again. Not the worst. Not the worst. Not the worst. Rakdos. Meet my otter. So cute. Regal. It is a regal otter. We'll just do this. I'm gonna swing in. I want to see if they trade. Because Jadar is definitely not something you want to trade off. Yeah, okay, that's what I figured. They'll probably kill the... what in the world? Interesting. Oh, that's the fun part. No blocks. Yeah, that's the fun part. I do remember this build. So now, when this... when the creature you control dies, put a... okay. Monastery Swift Spear is not a bad idea. Let's go. Okay. That is a very intriguing choice. Phyrexian creature. So we have to make sure that we gotta beat this person before bad things happen. Alright, well... they recognized that bad things were going to happen. So they got mana shorted a little bit. So I think that is okay. Now the next part is do I want to add a little bit of control to this? Maybe take out... see, the combat research, I think, gives us some good card advantage. Is it slow? Yeah, there's a bit of a tempo build there, so... and Brotherhood's End, that's not gonna... hold on, view battlefield. That could help. And I think we just go for it. And in the rubber match, if we get to a rubber match, then we'll go to the sideboard. He's made some quick videos lately. That's one I want to keep, but I've got way too much land there. That one is a better one. And as much as I don't want to, I'm probably going to have to take pain. We've got the setup, at least, for some good stuff. Let's put down a Swift Spear. I'm going to kill it. Yep. That's what I figured. Ah, and you gain some life off it, too. Lucky you. So we're going to do this. Plot it. Oh, Blast Zone. How fun are you? Okay, cool. Ooh, that's cute. say we do this. Ready? Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay. We're not out of cut down territory at the moment, so man, a Mirex would just be absolutely boss right now, wouldn't it? So that way we can, you know, throw the otter stuff down and yeah, that'd be fun stuff. Karn Silex. This is a very interesting build. I gotta say, very interesting. So that's gonna go bye-bye, I think. Alright, we're gonna wait up on a few things here. Let's just swing in, because it's gonna die anyways. So we might as well hold up some of our stuff. Morbid Opportunist. Do I want that? No, I don't want you getting card advantage. Wait a minute. No, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do this instead. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that instead. And if you kill it, well, that's gonna die anyway, so might as well kill it. That's right. They're leaving that out. Yeah. Okay. I should have. No, that was a misplay on my part. I should have countered that. Not that it matters. Ooh, Felonious Rage is interesting. So what we can do is this. Bazowie. Can only do it as a sorcery though, kid. Yeah, so any sort of board sweep is definitely going to be a problem. Which it looks like they're going to sweep us here. But we draw a card. They'll swing. Yep. Because they're going to hit their stuff too. So, I'll get that. Okay. And they'll take that out. They need to. Draw a card. Monstrous Rage. If we get a... Ooh, fun. Get a Slick Shot, we're in good shape. Don't. Okay. Well, now we get to play the waiting game. Ideally, they'll overcommit, but... Okay, fun. Okay. Come on, Slick Shot, show off. You are our only hope. Yep. That could come in handy. That could really come in handy. That could come in handy. You gonna put down your persistence? Of course you are, because you're gonna get really, okay. Alright, we need something off the top here. That's not gonna do it. We'll zap them for 3. And we'll say good game. And we just ran out of gas there. So that was a misplay on my part. I should have countered the Morbid Opportunist. Giving them card advantage was not a wise decision at all. So we go at least 2-2 with this build. And we'll play first. And we don't have the red mana, so we don't have the blue mana. But I think this is a bit more adventurous. Down the Otter. Down the Picnic Groaner. We'll swing. What are you taking out? Of course, you're going to take out my Picnic Groaner. Okay. Gain a little bit of life. Slick Shot Show Off. Part of me wants to plot that, and I think that's not a bad call. Oh, that's fun. Man, I should have put the Brotherhood's End in. Okay. Well, here's what we do. Show off. You come down. No, let's do the Monstrous Rage on this. Ouch. That's damage. Facebreaker, huh? So they're gonna get loot out of this, and that's gonna generate fun stuff with Vron. So we're gonna lose life, as it is. Cool. Man, I really want to get the Ruiner off the ground, but I think I gotta zap this. I'll lose some life. No, you stay back. There we go. That goes up to 3. We need a red source in order to probably do a little bit of damage here. It's a 3-1. That's not fun. Swift Spear ain't gonna do it. You know, you run into these sorts of decks, and you're just... Yeah, we're going to have to block the Otter. The Otter's going to have to block. You know, take out that. Yep, we're dead. Good game. Alright, let's go to the post-game analysis. So do we have some great ideas with this deck? Yeah, I think we do have some great ideas. I think that we just, you know, I think in that second best of 3, I made a copy of the Slick Shot, thinking, okay, I can get more damage across, but the Opportunist hitting the board with the Ghoul Caller, that was an error on my part, and that probably should have been a win for us. If I had countered that spell, I really think that they would not have gotten the advantage. Now, that being said, they also had a Karn Silex on the board. That was a tough call. That was a tough call, but I do think we've got quite a bit of options with this build. As you saw in the best of 1 against slow decks, it absolutely runs them over. But if you have a deck that keeps pace, kind of like that Rakdos build that we came up against in the best of 3, you're gonna have to play with a little bit of finesse. This is probably the one setup where I think brute strength really does not play a big factor, as much of a factor as the Boros or the Gruul builds did, simply because you have to, plan your 3 steps ahead. And also, too, I mean, Atali's Favor, I think, actually works really well in this deck. It puts stuff onto the battlefield and can just really do some fun stuff. So if you like what you see with this, please tweak it, and please like, please subscribe, and as always, my magic miscreants, may you always be on the play, and may all your spells hit the battlefield. Risen Dragon is out. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday.